your song for a movie podcast. Some are pretty good, but we'll just suck ass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch with us, we're Cinema Buns. Let's go!
Welcome to Cinema Buns. I'm Ritter.
Roar.
And I'm your little friend. Say hello. I don't know. That's dumb.
Kevin, I was seriously expecting, and welcome here. I'm
Hey, Yogi Bear.
I'm here with my picnic basket. Hey, boo boo, suck my dick. Come on, you know you like it. It's coated in honey.
No, that's when you say it's coated in cocaine.
I'm about to eat you basket out.
No, jeez.
God. Yeah, we're talking about Cocaine Bear. Directed by Elizabeth Banks.
Yeah.
Starring Ice Cube Jr.
And Han Solo.
Yes. And then hold on, who was? And then like a woman who constantly stars as a character actress side person in anything that exists ever.
Carrie Russell?
Whoever.
The mom?
No, the park ranger.
Oh, that's
yeah.
Margot Martindale.
Yeah, Margot Martindale.
I don't think I've seen her in much. Either that or just like I don't recognize
She
her
is
or
in
anything.
so much stuff.
Oh yeah, and Ray Liotta's this is his final role before he died.
Yes. Which, like, I saw him, I'm like, wait, huh. And then it said, like, in memory of where,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, fuck, this was the last film he did.
Do you remember Alan Rickman's last film?
Wasn't it, like, an art house thing?
It was like Eye in the Sky.
Oh. I know Robin Williams was, like, Night at the Museum 12. But no, Cocaine Bear.
Should we start with the actual story and then move into this one?
I mean, the actual story's really boring.
And really short, which is why we can just put it in the front.
Bear ate 75 pounds of cocaine. Only about 5 to 6 grams of it got in his system.
Found dead.
Yeah, Bear's heart fucking exploded. And then they found it and stuffed it, and now it's like a town mascot.
Who's the famous like bank robber that jumped out of a plane?
It's like
DB Cooper.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a DP Cooper
Versus
type,
Bigfoot.
Yeah. One of my favorite gays. DB Cooper. We have a DB Cooper type scenario where like a drug lord or like a really inventoried drug carrier tosses a bunch of
smuggler,
cocaine
yeah.
out of like a plane for whatever reason. I'm not really sure if he was trying to run away or whatever.
No, the plane was falling, so he went got as close as possible.
I don't think it was on purpose though.
No, it was the drop-off point in case
So-
of like engine failure.
Yeah, so Ray Liotta's character literally brings up the fact that when there's a specific spot that they know to toss the drugs out of if the plane starts to go down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like, because you saw that red light on the plane, that because something happened to the plane. I kind of wish there was more like
Explanation of what it was, but it is what it is.
it just plane's going down.
But that's not the point.
So yeah,
because like
see-
the scene
you
opens
see-
up
you-
on like just a very comedy scene of like a coked out dude,
Yeah,
just going
doing
crazy.
judo chops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very 80s, and he's just dumping bricks in bags.
and
out
and
into the
sniffing
world.
some of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
And we joked is like, how soon into the movie do we get the bear to do
Oh
cocaine?
yeah, we made a
And we were like minute 1.
yeah.
I think my guess was within.
I said 15 minutes.
I said within 20,
Yeah.
and then I think.
I joked that it was gonna be the ending.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a family drama up until the end where a bear does cocaine and then like just kills a person.
I-
and it's like 2 minutes in.
Yeah, it is.
It's like 2 minutes in.
it's real early.
Yeah, because our favorite Frozen characters, Olaf and Elsa, were the first victims, like very early in the beginning of the movie.
Oh, hold on. Quick disclaimer I forgot to give at the beginning. We went to a free screening for this. So
Yeah.
Yes.
I always like to disclose that in case people think that adjusts our opinion of things. So yeah. But it was fun. It
And we're posting it after it came out because
Yeah.
we didn't feel like it.
Um, The audience was pretty good. Not as bad as when we saw Megan.
I mean, like, I always love a full crowd that's like vocal.
That's a you thing, Ritter.
I
kind of like
don't
it too.
mind it as long as I don't have people right behind me talking throughout the entire fucking movie. Every once in a while is fine. Constantly, I want to shoot someone. But, yeah, the story is they fucking dump the cocaine out, a bear gets into it, and then becomes a fucking fiend. It's like, I need me more cocaine. And you get a fucking...
Now, in the real world, they have a cocaine bear statue.
No, it's the actual bear just stuffed.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So she's kind of like a state hero of...
Yeah.
Where are we at? Georgia? Kentucky?
Blood Mountain is
Sure.
like... I can't remember the specific
I
state.
thought it was like Missouri or something.
Either way.
Oh, it's Georgia.
Georgia.
You
okay.
get your first cocaine bear kill real fucking quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And something I noticed, there's a lot of Game of Thrones actors in this movie.
I mean, like, Olaf is...
All two of them.
You know what's funny is that Olaf, who's played by Chris Heju, is a bear fucker in Game of Thrones, if you remember.
Yes.
And that's just funny.
Yeah. But no, yeah, you've got like a Swedish couple kind of like outdoorsy and stuff. They run into it and they're like, look at...
They're tourists going through the national parks of the
Yeah.
U.S.
And they're like, I think there's something demented about the bear. Because you see the bear just fucking headbutting the shit out of a tree. And
or
just,
like
then-
scratching her back on a branch.
Or just rubbing
Or
up.
on
well,
and
that's
just hugging
not,
a
that's
tree
not
too.
abnormal. But like, yeah, the bear fucking beating itself up on a fucking tree. That's abnormal.
Something that was kind of like just cool about this movie is that we have it's a kind of like ensemble cast, and there
Yeah.
are like three threads going through that converge onto this Georgia National Park.
By the way, the like, sorry to fast forward a little bit. The paramedic that we all like
Oh yeah.
is like a TikTok comedian.
Okay, yeah, I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But like Kevin said, this just drips 80s.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we have the first group is two kids, a boy and a girl, who play hooky to go to the national park to paint the waterfall.
Yes.
And like the little girl's mom, Carrie Russell,
It's like a nurse.
and like they head into the national park.
And fucking do cocaine. These fucking kids, man.
There's
The 80s were different.
there's the park ranger
Well,
and
they eat it.
the
That's still doing cocaine, my
It's still
guy.
cocaine.
Yeah, I do laugh because, like,
they have that naivete where
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I do cocaine, and then they drink the bong
well,
water.
then
Yeah.
do it. And then, and they have this giant knife full of cocaine and they eat it, but then they don't get any side effects from it later. And it's like, bro, you would still feel that cocaine even if you ate it. Like, it don't matter how it get in.
We have some
Shitty teenagers.
yeah, we have like
the
three,
gang.
We have like three shitty teenagers and a park ranger that they're bullying.
And the park ranger is horny for a like National Park Service guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have
It's like an inspector or something.
we
Yeah.
have O'Shea Jackson, Han Solo, and Ray Liotta, who are drug dealers that are trying to recover the lost cocaine. And they
Because-
all converge separately. Oh, and also
And a
the
police
detective.
officer, yeah, the detective.
The detective.
Yeah, because like for Ray Liotta, he's like, I'm in bed with the Colombians, and I cannot tell them I lost their cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
They will come after us. So yeah, we need to get that shit.
And then a detective who's been trying to track Sid, Ray Liotta's character, and then found the lead that it's somewhere that the cocaine is lost somewhere in like this Georgia National Park. And they all converge to get hunted down one by one by this Mama Brown Bear.
Yeah. So
You mean black bear?
No, it's
it is a black bear.
Yeah, it's a black bear.
black fight back. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Brown lie down, black fight back.
Yes.
Yep.
I appreciated the
I like
the wiki drop.
Yeah, I was about to say I like how it gives that definition. Source Wikipedia.
And it's also kind of like interesting. Elizabeth Banks it doesn't make a cameo or is not a character in this movie
No.
because like she usually like plays a character in the movies she directs, but like
This movie definitely kind of fucking shotguns jokes at you, but not in an annoying way. Because I felt like
in the most country way possible.
there's like a joke a minute, and
It's so good.
they mostly land. They,
I feel like the kid had the best bangers.
yeah,
He had some solid jokes.
you'll at least get a chuckle pretty consistently.
Mm-hmm. And like kind of just like one of the things that this movie is hyped up for is like its gore and violence.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm a demented person, but
Yes,
I
you
didn't
are.
feel it
Yes,
was
you
that
are.
gory.
That's because you guys watch movies that will forever scar you. And
I thought it was pretty safe.
Yeah,
This is a really clean R movie.
there is a decent amount of gore.
says the guys from freaking Zipper Spleen. Or whatever.
Oh, Crimes of the Future.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
I'm like-
guys are spoiled. Don't even.
that wasn't gory. There wasn't even blood.
Yeah. I mean, it's gory in the sense that
There
we
was
see
the
a bunch of organs.
There was blood.
We see penis.
Oh, there was blood in the weird surgery table sex scene where it was just randomly stabbing them with a scalpel.
Oh, yeah. Surgery is art. Surgery is
Yes.
sex.
Pain is pleasure.
Yeah.
That future would be fucking the Xenobites' dream.
Oh, it's their wet dream, 100%.
Yes.
But there are some like cool kills in this movie.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
People
People are just getting murked.
constantly.
And this is the stealthiest black bear. Our
Yeah, that
our,
too.
Our movie protagonist is like a very good like assassin.
What's also funny is like the black bear. What's the way to describe it? It's not like mindless. It kind of feels like an animal, but it's just hunting after. Like if it smells cocaine, it goes after whoever has the smell of cocaine.
Yeah.
And like there's a good scene where like it's about to get a kid, and then it goes, and it smells the cocaine on the other guy, and it goes, oh, and it just jumps down and immediately gets to him. It's like, oh shit!
Yeah.
She fucking climbs that tree fast.
Yeah.
And the mom's like, come on, climb down, and the kid's like, I can't. It's like, get the fuck down
Yeah.
here. Yeah. I love the dynamic between O'Shea's character and Han Solo.
Yeah.
Eddie.
Eddie.
Yeah, because Eddie's like wife died from cancer,
Right.
and like he left his father's drug business. He didn't want to be part of it. Like his dad is taking care of his kid while he's being depressed.
Yeah.
And it's kind of about like O'Shea being like, come on, man, like, aren't we friends? He's like, fuck you. Mister.
Yeah.
Just constantly crying. And then there's fucking one joke that the park ranger makes.
Oh, the beaver?
Where he's like, oh, it looks like you, because there's like a taxidermy beaver in the like ranger station. The guy's like, oh, it looks like you got a dusty beaver here, and she's like, yeah, I'm trying to fix that. And I'm just like, oh my god, it's so good. Yeah, a lot of the effects are pretty decent. I mean,
It's fine.
I mean,
It's manageable.
the CGI is, CGI. I mean, there were more prop limbs than I was expecting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so one of the things that like Elizabeth Banks really focused on in this movie, it seemed, was like the prop gore. Because like one of the I think it's on Jimmy Kimmel, she describes one of the kills that she cut from the movie was Olaf's face getting torn off.
Yeah.
And you'll see a glimpse of that in the final product. But like they had like a full dismembered corpse
Yes.
for that character that she had to cut either for the MPA or because like she needed to slim down
For
the third
flow
act or whatever.
something, yeah.
But yeah, no.
Yeah. So he dies off screen. and then you get a glimpse.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, some of the kills on this are like brutal.
Yes.
And like they're weird. I love kills that are imaginative.
Mhm.
And like
The tree one was very imaginative.
some of these kills are fucking fantastic. Like
the whole ambulance scene,
that
phenomenal.
entire
Phenomenal.
scene was great.
Yeah.
That's when
I think
Kevin
that's one- I think that's one of
quoted
the-
for saying the 80s don't exist.
Yeah, the
When the one paramedic professionally dressed and the other one shirt untucked, completely open,
Got the
tank top,
shades.
he's like, let's just fucking do this.
yeah, I think it's one of the more famous scenes of Cocaine Bear. So like I'm sure like a good chunk of it's doing this past opening weekend was when we're recording this right now. It's definitely number one. But it's been doing like a lot of numbers. So I think it's the big scene. The ambulance pair coming in and running away. Like that entire scene is probably like kind of just like everyone's favorite section of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it has like one of my more favorite kills in it, which is the fucking what's her face.
When she slides out of the
Yeah,
ambulance.
Beth dragging face first on the road.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
because she's strapped into the gurney. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, so good. By the way, Cocaine Bear so far in its opening weekend has done 23 million.
And no one's watching Ant-Man.
Yeah. What was the budget on Cocaine Bear? Okay, any guess? Okay.
85.
Price is Right rules. I'm gonna say probably 35 or 40.
I'm gonna say a cool 50.
Oh, I
Alright.
said 85. I'm aiming too high. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm like terrible at this game, so don't worry.
All right, let's see. 30 to 35 million, baby.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like
Oh yeah, they'll make that back in 2 weeks.
yeah, because their filming locations were a park.
Yeah, you just looked up the article. It just made 21, right?
It's made 23.
23, yeah.
So it's almost made most of its
money back.
production budget. There's
Right.
still the advertising budget.
Yeah.
But
I think just the name alone is good marketing.
yeah,
Yes.
100%.
Because like it's not a very deep movie.
No.
People go in for the memes and then come out because it's funny.
Yeah,
so,
it's not going to win awards, but I legitimately did not feel like my time was wasted watching it.
No, it was a good time.
No. And trust me, there were movies we've seen recently that were a waste of my time watching.
You know what? Cocaine Bear is the highest budget Roku movie I've seen.
Fucking true?
It's a Roku 2B movie. Cause like this, I think
I don't know. Shark Side of the Moon though was
Yeah, that's
a masterpiece.
Cocaine Bear in the hands of someone else, in the hands of dude. Is Asylum? I mean, like it would have been out by now, but is there an Asylum
Cocaine Bear?
script that they were working on Cocaine Bear, but like they couldn't get it out in time because like I feel like this is prime Cocaine Bear material,
So
or like it's prime Asylum material.
Right. Hold on. Now I'm curious too.
yeah, hold on. I'm looking up the Asylum. No. I'm looking. There we go. Oh, wait. Okay, Devil's Triangle, no. Underworld, no. Megalodon, no. God, fucking look at this discount ass Channing Tatum.
It's something maybe called Meth Gator.
I mean,
Is that a thing? Meth Gator?
Attack of the Meth Gator. It I guess is like the closest.
yeah, I guess Asylum missed the mark. Someone else was able to swipe it. Is that recent?
Meth Gator in the works after Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so it's just
Yeah, Asylum.
Ah,
So-
yeah, they picked it up.
Yeah. So Asylum's
too slow, motherfuckers.
yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, by the way, in this article, there's just a photo of a gator and the the source information under it just says let him cook. Fuck. Yeah, usually Asylum's able to get it out same weekend, but they're a little slow on this one.
They probably weren't ready. They were just like watching
Yeah.
this movie and they're like, ah, shoot.
Yeah, I was making jokes with my family that because of Cocaine Bear, there's going to be sequels like Heroin Shark and
A
Dude,
Macator.
Adderall Snake.
Dude, there are plenty of harmless animals that have turned into monsters just through like drugs or mutant
Yeah.
abilities or science projects out in Amazon Prime right now.
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
In Tubi and Roku, it's the
It's
spice.
the default.
It's a way to keep you humble. It's a way for aspiring filmmakers to not get dismissed and like distraught, thinking that they can't make Infinity War, but then they see Velocipaster and be like, you know what?
Yes.
I'm in the right spot.
Yeah.
We could have done that. Why didn't we? Yeah, 100%. God. Everyone's acting is pretty good.
I am kind of like happy at how O'Shea Jackson's career is like kind of going, and that he's like continuing to act kind of like in his father's footsteps. He's doing much more diverse stuff than Ice Cube ever did.
Yeah.
And he's like really going out there, and he's like he's got some talent on him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I still bring this up about him though, where he played his dad in
Straight Outta Compton.
Straight Outta Compton. Can you imagine how awkward it was to film the sex scene of your own conception?
I don't think that was his own conception, but like
I mean, it's basically him having sex with his own mom in a
Yeah.
movie. So
Well,
it's like,
oh right, yeah, because like there, I think we've moved forward in that he's like a family man and
Yeah.
like, married and stuff.
Ah.
But yeah, no, because like it's I remember in an interview, O'Shea was talking about how like he would have to hear stories from his like dad and be like, really, you guys did that shit?
and yeah, and Cube is just like, oh, that's what I'm willing to tell you. That's the production company safe story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to, because all the acting was decent. Everyone kind of played their parts well, had a good like comedic timing. None of the child actors were annoying.
So yeah, I always like talk about how child actors and like kids in movies are usually kind of like the worst part of it. These kids were fine,
Yeah.
and like it would have been extra points if like one of them died.
I thought
Yeah.
Don't
was
take
gonna
that out of
happen.
context.
Yeah.
But like really, my favorite set of characters were Eddie and David,
Yeah,
because they were the heart of the movie.
yes, they were, surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I 100% love horror movies that are brave enough to kill a kid. Kill the child.
Kill the child.
No, yeah, I like how the fucking shitty ass teenager and the used to be drug dealer are
Yeah.
the heart of the movie,
Yeah.
and they're just having these really
Really
sweet
sweet.
heart to hearts, and
Mhm.
I felt really bad for the detective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His was rough.
Yeah,
It's a little bit weird, but I guess like, cause like he didn't care about his little Shih Tzu dog, because he wanted like a German
big dog,
Shepherd.
yeah.
he wanted like a lab or something, but then he like grows to appreciate her.
Yeah,
And he's
but
only
like,
had
he,
it for like a day.
yeah, but like he falls in love with her like away while he's
yeah,
on a
while
road
he's
trip.
away.
Well, because it's one of those things, like the old adage is you don't know what you have until you lose it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
right.
like,
But he's
he-
known her for like 2 days.
well, yeah, but then like those 2 days, he's like, I don't
I kind of
really-
miss her. Yeah, no,
I don't really like. And then what?
but it's part of the joke.
Yeah.
It's like, please
Yeah.
take care of her after I die.
Yeah. I also like how a lot of people's reactions to different stuff in the movie felt like how a normal person would fucking react to that shit.
Yes.
Like,
Like no one's gonna believe a cocaine bear until you see a cocaine
Yeah.
bear.
And then I like the paramedic scene where he sees the bear in there and he's just like, okay. And he closes the door and he looks at them and is like, we got to get the fuck out of here.
Yep. Or when they finally get to the bag of cocaine, one of the bags of cocaine under the gazebo, and he's able to like stop them, and he's like, throw the gun away or I'm gonna shoot you, and he shoots his hand off.
Yeah. It's like my
Or his like
fucking
fingers
fingers.
on.
Can I grab his fingers? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'm just gonna put him in my pocket, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Because this is a movie about brotherhood.
Yeah.
It's because like
It's another movie about family.
yeah, because like so one of the great like writing things, because like I attribute basically any good writing to Lord and Miller, who had their hands in this pie, in this cocaine pie. I loved that Eddie and if you want to pretend that like Cocaine Bear is an intellectual character movie, and you want to like write a thesis on it, you could write about how David has to live and gripe with kind of like the guilt of not being there for Eddie after his wife's passing, and kind of like taking on the uncle to help raise his son, and then like how throughout the entire movie they come to terms with like their relationship, and like they kind of like
Kindle a frame.
iron out the like friction that's between them, because like he's incredibly like guilty about like not being there for him, like during the funeral and everything, and like he felt like he was like insensitive and like not being supportive, but then like they kind of come to a resolution towards the end,
because like the standard like stereotypical thing would be like the good, like the top performer of a drug like cartel getting with like the having to work with like the boss's dipshit kid. But like in this scenario it's a little different because they both actually do like care about each other,
And they're both pretty competent.
yeah, and they're both really competent. Like it's not
it's David getting held at knife point.
Yeah.
He's like, really, you guys want to do this? And then he just fucking kicks their asses.
Yes.
and then he turns, and when he has the knife in his back, he's like, God, I love this jersey.
Oh yeah, this man losing like all his nice clothes are constantly getting ruined.
He has some primo 80s drip.
Yeah.
And then it just gets fucked as the movie goes on. And anyone who's
his Air Force Jordans.
Yeah.
I was about to say, anyone who's like a sneakerhead
or
like
a Jersey man.
Yeah, they're just like, oh God, come on.
And then there's a small character arc with the detective. There's a little bit of Ray Liotta kind of like, I don't know, did he kind of accept his son? Because like Eddie wanted to be out of the game.
He never really accepted his son, I don't think, because he ends up just saying, get out of here.
Yeah, the movie kind of needed a bad guy.
Yeah.
And then
because it presented him the opportunity
To be a good dad and
to
then
be a good dad and just be like, man, we need to just fuck it. It's not worth dealing with this bear to get this cocaine. And he's just like, no, fuck that.
Yeah.
We need to do this.
it's mirrored.
He did have a reasonable reason though, because he's like, it's the Colombians, dude. They will come after me and you guys
Yeah.
if I can't deliver. But I mean, yeah, he's the bad guy.
And then the least compelling one is probably Kerry Russell and the kids. They're fine.
They're
They're
serviceable.
accurate to the 80s, like they just like looks wise. Like
Yeah.
she fucking looks like an 80s mom.
And I felt like the relationship between them was good too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was good. I mean, I don't have much else to say about the movie. It's
This
not
bear did
yeah.
cocaine.
yeah, it's not a deep movie.
Yeah, this one's not deep at all.
It will not win awards. It doesn't deserve any awards.
I mean, like, it depends on what kind of like award show it is. If it's like a horror film or award show, I think like whatever. Yeah, it's kind of just one of the better horror movies to come out. It's not really much of a horror
No.
movie.
I would say more of a dark comedy, honestly.
100%.
Yeah.
I honestly just, if you're looking for a fun time, you just kind of want to shut your brain off for a bit. Seriously, go see the movie.
Yeah,
Elizabeth,
it's fun.
Elizabeth Banks being kind of just like one of the best like kind of just comedy writers.
I mean, best thing you can do is just shoot up cocaine every time the bear shoots cocaine. Right? Best thing you can do.
I like how
bear
you keep
doesn't-
saying shoot up cocaine.
Like,
Because
sniff
just,
it up.
She kind of just eats it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eat the same quantities the bear does. You'll die 20 minutes into the movie. But I would recommend it, honestly.
Yeah, it's a good time. Nothing like deep really about it, but it's definitely like, man, I can shut my brain off and just laugh at the wild things going on screen.
Kevin?
We'll go watch this movie on spoilers now.
Damn it.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Let's jam.
Start off, my guy.
So, what's your guys' favorite kill?
I really like the them in the ambulance running away and the bear's just gaining. They're like, shoot it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, can you fucking kill it? And he keeps
The bear, cocaine bear, jumps like 20 feet forward, and lunges into the back of the ambulance.
and they're just like, oh fuck, and they just get fucked in there.
And then, Beth getting launched out of the back of the ambulance, still strapped to the gurney, and then just sliding across the ground face first. Still alive
until she's not.
until eventually she just like loses her life.
The tree climbing one. I
That
think
one's a
is-
little bit like brutal, yeah.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool.
That one lasts so long.
Yeah, it does.
She's just like eating at his like leg and like groin.
And he's like a corpse pinata hanging
Yeah.
upside down on a tree.
And then just drops.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah,
just like
it
his
just
entire
drops.
top half of his body just falls on the ground.
Breaks
the
his
camera
neck.
just like there. Something that I get was weird, very weird. Was reminded that is gory and violent because for some reason I didn't think much of it. Is Ray Liotta getting cut open and his guts getting eaten out?
Oh, yeah,
by the
cubs?
bear. Yeah, by the
And
cubs.
then I was like, huh, this is pretty cool. And then like people pointing that out, and now I'm like, oh shit, that is pretty metal.
You're like, oh, that's a sweet story. Like, she's feeding her bait kids, and then
No, I was like, oh yeah, no, that is violent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is gory. Huh. I just thought it was just like kind of a cool thing.
Kevin still has his Crimes of the Future.
Yeah,
like,
I know,
brain on,
right?
and he's like, is that not just his kink?
Is
Yeah.
is Ray Liotta not coming?
Yeah. He's not whispering, don't spill.
Ah.
There's a really touching. If I could pretend to be a film essayist for a moment, the finale of the movie where Eddie and Sid try to reach for the duffel bag of cocaine above them on the waterfall that's like getting hooked on the branch reminds me of Indiana Jones and his dad Sean Connery
Last Crusade,
Oh,
and
man.
it's
trying
like-
to reach for the goblet of fire. And it's like Indy is like he's hanging off the edge of a cliff. He's reaching
just
towards it.
watched the Nazi bitch
Yeah,
like
yeah.
sacrifice her life out of greed, and now he's doing the
Yeah,
same
because like
thing.
she was like hanging off the edge of a cliff and she's like, "No, I want the cup though."
because he was holding her hand.
Yeah, he was like,
"You
"Give me
have-"
the other hand, bitch, you motherfucker." And then she's like, no, cup though." And then her hand slips because she's sweaty.
and then it's the exact same situation
Because like the cliff crumbles a little bit, and then he's like, and then he's like, "Oh, but that cup though." And then he's like starts reaching towards it. And this entire movie, I'm stealing a little bit from Steven Spielberg because he explains this. Sean Connery calls him Junior the entire time, and when he's like trying to get that chalice for his kind of like for his dad's approval, because this is what he's like been pining for his entire life. Sean Connery is like, Indiana, and like he calls him his name, and then that's what kind of just like snaps him out of it, and he's like and kind of just like tells him like Sean Connery, this is like all Sean Connery needs is just like his son back. Like, and so he grabs onto his dad's hand with his other hand, and he's able to pull it out. And that's what that final scene in Cocaine Bear reminded me of. It's like poetry, it rhymes.
Yeah, no, I was expecting them to go full Tarzan when Ray Liotta's neck got caught on the strap of the duffel bag.
Oh, yeah.
I was waiting for the weight of the bear to just snap his neck.
Isn't that metal for a Disney movie?
Yeah. But no, instead, cuts open his guts, and then the tiny bears go off.
That's the real
And
corpse pinata.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you end with like a Tyrannosaurus Rex Jurassic Park roar
Yeah!
at the end, where it's just the cocaine bear roars out into the thing, and then yeah.
Side note, I did like how the bears were completely white, like polar bears.
When they were covered in
Oh, so
cocaine.
they're so like ineffectual and harmless.
Yeah.
It's just because they're like tiny bears and they're cute.
Yeah.
Oh, look at those cute bears doing cocaine.
When,
High out of their minds.
when the shitty teenager kid like is hitchhiking with like a duffel bag of cocaine, this sheep farmer picks him up and he puts it in the back, and then they go and he stops him and he grabs the duffel bag and he like gives the side eye to the sheep before he brings it back.
Yeah.
Just to make sure they didn't ingest anything.
Yeah.
That was a nice little touch.
I also like the part where basically Eddie inherits the detective's dog, and like the dog's in the car with him and O'Shea.
Yeah.
As they're going, and O'Shea's
He's like, this
"All right."
isn't a cocaine dog, is it?
Yeah. And it's like, all right, we're gonna go to the hospital for the fingers. It's like, what was the dog eating? And I like O'Shea's face. He's like, fuck it, they weren't gonna be able to attach it anyway.
Yeah. He's just so done.
Yeah. And everyone's just like, I'm done with cocaine. It's gone.
Mm-hmm.
No one cares anymore.
So are we going to rehab now?
Oh yeah, the two kids just like, oh, we're cokeheads now. We're gonna have to go to rehab, and the mom's like, oh yeah.
You guys can go after you guys are grounded for however long.
Yeah. I still laugh at like they literally do full mouthfuls of cocaine.
Yeah.
And then just nothing comes out of that.
Well,
for
they
the
also
rest of the
spit it out
movie.
right away too, though.
Well, they are a little bit high, like just like kind of threw out of it.
Yeah,
But
because
there's,
he's like scratching his neck and everything.
I think that's just because he's a kid in the forest.
Well, no, he's like, my throat's kind of scratchy, and
yeah.
like, are there any other like things I need to worry about with this? And then he's like,
I don't
they're
know.
very subtle, but they're not like.
I wanted them doing quick maths. I wanted that kid assembling and disassembling his BB gun as fast as possible. By the way, I was surprised his BB gun
Didn't fire off.
They introduced a gun and then never used it.
They showed off Chekhov's gun.
Yeah. Because he was carrying the BB gun when they went in. They didn't like highlight it or anything.
Yeah,
but
that's also true.
I was expecting something to come out of it. Like maybe they were
Him shoot it and then it like opens up a bag or something like that.
Okay, yeah. I was waiting for them
Yeah.
to like, we need to distract the bear, so they use the BB gun to shoot like a duffel bag they see. The bear smells it and then just goes after that.
Right.
I do kind of like the part where the bear is like sniffing over like Eddie while he's on the ground and
Pretending to be dead.
and then just passes out on
Yeah.
him. And he's like, what the fuck? Did it just die on me?
No, it's still breathing.
Yeah. See this movie. It's fun.
It's a fun watch.
Bear vagina.
And with that, thanks for tuning in to Cinema Buns. I'm your bear gynecologist, Ritter.
I'm Mike.
Bear gynecologist? What the
You just said bear vagina.
Yeah, that's how they were able to tell that the bear was a woman.
Yeah. And it's not like you're doing a gynecology report on a male.
Thank you for tuning in.
This is the real Han Solo movie.
Yes. Welcome to Cocaine Bear. Have a good night.
Bye.
Some are pretty good, but we'll just suck ass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch with us, we're cinema. Cinema Bar.